Hi, welcome to myprojectbazaar.com. Let us see our project title is a unifying model and analysis of P2P VoD replication and scheduling. A typical example is for a service provider to provide a client that controls the local peers may also continue to offer service without user control. A user requests are stochastic based on some movie popularity distribution. The problem is how to replicate content at peer storage to minimize the server load. We first point out and explain that the main difference between these studies is in how they model the scheduling of peers to serve user requests. We then serve a single request. Distributed replication algorithm, and so that this algorithm is able to adapt itself to work well for different degrees in scheduling. We can see our project data flow diagram is. We can start the process. So next process is peer 1 selected file resources. Peer 1 resource selected video files to requested in server files. Server files we load in many movies files. A number of peers who have the requested content. This is like the service discipline of a client system. That video ID randomly generated we have to use in peers. Newly peers enter what we want in any video files. So any peers got that video directly sent video depend upon our ID. Next process is users spend time watching video. The server files they updated how they time to users spend the watching video to updated in server files. So the next process is second peer requested video on server. To check replication and used process to achieve bandwidth allocations, the corresponding movie replication strategy needs to adjust the movie copies according peers we load capacity process. So request scheduling in real world systems is likely to be in the bandwidth file sharing and perform so replications to avoid the replication in that system. We can see our demo is we can see our server files to upload our video files. Generally we get in more our files. So click in file button. We have to select in any video file. So I have to select in one video file. So to click in the file size. So user whatever it is selected in file, that file size and file name extensions should be displayed here. To click on the play file button, whatever file we selected that file playing. We have whatever server file it should be selected, that file was running that video file. So that file was displayed here. To click on the next button, so resource allocations. So whatever it is the peer 1 selected file, whatever file it is selected, so that file is sending that server file. So peer 1 network informations. To click on the network buttons, the peer 1 network information displayed here. The peer 1 network source IP and source memory, processor name, MAC address. Whatever peer 1 IP address is 192.168.0.55 and the source memory 161 MB only. To click on the add value button to feed on the combo box in server file. To select in server files, to click on the data view button. What are the video files got in server files to view on the grid view? So server files 13 files regarding the video files. To click on the next button, the source file system. The source file system means peer 1 selected file to transfer this server. So to request it on server we want to any video files, so to view on the server files. So peer 1 selected files to request it on server file. So to click on the video file button, what are the video files got in the server files? The total video files to view on the grid view. To click on the view file button, the whatever type of video file getting in server files, all the video files to view on the list box. So peer 1 selected file view on the list box. Peer 1 we want any file 14th ID project 1307. So peer 1 selected that 4th ID, so wildlife WMV. So the peer 1's the server file streaming process in video files. So I have to select in 4th ID video streaming process. So I have to select in video file in the wildlife video file. I want that file, so request on server file. So to click on the receive file button, to click on the send file button, the file was transferred in the server systems. The peer 1 selected file, so wildlife WMV and file sizes and our IP addresses displayed here. The all over details sent on server system. To select on the peer 1 selected file system, to start process and file correction and file comparison is successfully. Please wait between few minutes and process completed successfully. So peer 1, what are the videos selected on view on the server systems? 2, we will check the server in what are the video in selected in peer 1 system. We will check in process in server in resource allegations. While left WMV video file, we getting that information. To click on the next process, to click on the split file. So streaming process is allocated. The peer 1 getting video file, split file, that is streaming process in our video. To click on the server button, the peer 1 want to wildlife video files. That video files duplicated allocated. So duplicated files are shown here. To click on the play files button, so I have to select in 4th ID. The 4th ID video files playing in the system. So to click on the next button, we enter on our peer 1 IP addresses 192.168.0.55. We will checking the replication system. We will checking the video streaming process in any duplication files is there or not, to find that in duplicated file. So to click on the duplicated file button, the duplicated files are shown here. To click on the find value button, we can see our replication system, the ID, file name and sizes. Record PFS as representing unlimited services distributions. The comparison helps generalize the power of unlimited service distribution for load balancing. Overheads is defining a request into too many sub-requests and handling them. Load balancer to distribute sub-requests evenly such that PS can achieve maximum streaming rate. The whatever allocated ID, the video file. To click on the get ID button, so only display in ID and file name. Only depending upon the ID given below, that ID was using the peer 1 systems. The streaming process, the peer 2 systems, whatever it is we want to unify that system, though easily sent in peer 1 systems. We can see our peer 2 network informations. To click on the network button, we can see our peer 2 source IP address, source memory and processor. The peer 2 source IP 192.168.0.167, but peer 1 IP address is 192.168.0.55 only. So to click on the server button, to load on the combo box in server file. So whatever it is, that which files getting a server files, the all files displayed in list box. To click on the server file button, so peer 2 same that ID 4 ID selected that system. So we want to peer 4th ID. The 4th ID already allocated in peer 1 streaming process. The peer 1 streaming in video files. So that files in sent through in peer 2 does not getting a replication process. Peer 2 selecting that process. To click on the selected file button, so ID, file name, which files send request in server system. Easily we can transfer the peer 2 selected file system, that ID only. So to click on OK button, so to click on the load ID button, we have to load in combo box in whatever ID displayed. So that overall ID display here. So peer 2 selected ID in 4. So to click on the 4th button, the ID details displayed here. The 4th ID details, file name and sort name and sizes extensions displayed here. To click on the play button, we have to use in tar algorithm in that applications. So to click on the tar algorithm, so to avoid in replication process, distributor and adapting replication process, we will checking the server systems. The already gave a peer 1 selected file systems, but we have peer 2 selected that same ID, so that is transferred in peer 1 to peer 2. The peer 1 replication process we will check in server systems, peer 2 systems. So starting time and the end time displayed here. So whatever the watching time, so watching time to the peer 1 spending time peer 1. So peer 1 already gave that video files, so to spending time in 365 watching that time, so peer 1. So peer 2 have to request in server process, directly throw in peer 1 process to send in peer 2 streaming process. So we can see our performance analysis process. Click on the receive file button. The process only explain that analyzing process, performance analysis process. The second peer 2 IP is receiving file in peer 1 process. What are the ID getting our information peer 1 and peer 2? That is a peer 1 the peer to peer process to directly transfer in video files.